everybody, it's Jo. Welcome to my channel. Thanks for joining me today. If you are new, welcome, and if you have been around my channel before, thanks for popping back. So the last few videos that I have been doing, I've been focusing a lot on these 3D embossing folders. You'll find a few other videos on my channel relating to some of these ones here, but one lady asked me if I would explain how I achieved this look. So this one here, it looks a lot more difficult than it really is. So Altenew have embossing folders with coordinating stencils to help you colour. So I thought I would quickly do a little video for you just to show how quick and easy it is to use the two products together. So I'm using the Altenew Soft Blossoms embossing folder, and this one also has the coordinating stencil. This is a 4-piece colouring stencil. So what I've done is I have ran my embossing folder through my machine using craft cardstock, and now I'm going to come in with the stencils. So these stencils here, they are numbered so you know where to start. Not that that really makes a big deal at all. You can mix it up. You don't necessarily have to go in the right order. And I'm using little dye-based inks, also the Altenew inks, but you can use any inks at all. I find I like using the dye inks on the craft cardstock because it kind of sucks in the colour and it still leaves a little bit of the craft behind. Whereas when you use the oxides, they tend to sit on top of the surface more, so you don't get to see some of the craft cardstock underneath. Right, so let's make a start. And again, if you wanted to, you could use the 4 little ink cubes that come in this particular set. I'm just going to use the one just to show you that you don't necessarily need to have the whole set. You can just pick a colour and run with that. So you can see here, these little stencils just nestle over the top of our embossed panel. And if you're not confident, I would suggest you take this down. I'm not going to bother. I am going to start off with just what I've got left on my brush. I always like to do that because sometimes I find that I actually have a lot of ink on my brush to start off with. There we go. And I'm not being too fussy. I'm not bothered whether I get complete coverage or not because I do want some of that craft to show through. And we can always come back and add more colour to this. So there's our first little layer done. So these stencils are great if you are a bit of a colorist. You can actually add some deeper shading in the areas that need deeper shading. I'm just going to get some color down for this one. I might add a little bit more color to my brush though this time around. So you can see here, I'm letting some of the craft just show through. What I would recommend as well when you are using the stencils like this, I would actually run this back through my embossing folder again, just because sometimes obviously we're using ink and we're pushing a little bit on our image. You might distort the image a little bit, so pop it back in and run it through again and it will bring it back to life a little bit. So we have our last one here. These do have numbers on. I think I may have said that just to help you line things up. There we go. And again, I think I'm just going to stick with what colour I have on my brush at the moment. Let's see how that looks because I can add some more colour. Okay, so there is our petals. Now we're going to come in with the greenery. Let's just use what's on my brush first. Yep, got enough on my brush, I think. So you can see I'm really not being too fancy at all, but you can be as fancy as you like when you're adding colour with these stencils. The white ink is what is going to make this pop. So there you go. I know it looks nothing at the moment. Just kind of looks like a water washed look. So now we're going to bring back in our trusty white pigment ink, and we're just going to tap over the top. And this just brings it all to life. There you go. So they are the Altenew embossing folders and the coordinating stencil sets. Check them out. They are really lovely to use. And thank you to that lovely lady that commented. If there's anything else that you want to know about 3D embossing folders, pop them in the comments below and I will do my best to help you as much as I can. I just want to take a quick moment just to say thank you. I've had a heap of new subscribers to my channel lately, and I'm kind of relatively new to the whole YouTube thing. I have no idea how algorithms and all the rest of it work, but I've had a huge amount of subscribers, so thanks for joining me. It's really lovely to see you. If you haven't subscribed, I'd love to have you tag along with us as well for the ride. Okay, lovely ladies, until next time, I will chat to you soon. See you later.